Well, we're leaving Sand Hollow in Hurricane, Utah. It's kind of bittersweet. We want to get home, but boy, that was a fun time. We'd really like to stay. I want to thank Trail Hero. I want to thank Matt's Off-Road Recovery for all their hospitality. They were absolutely fantastic. I want to thank Roy Irish for his hospitality and letting us use his trailer on One Recovery. You'll have to watch for that video. And everybody was just absolutely great. It was fun on a trail ride with Bleepin' Jeep and meeting Casey. And it was a fantastic experience. I can't believe how nice everybody was to us. We wish we could stay and have more fun, but we got to get back to Wisconsin.
Left Sand Hollow about, I don't know, about 2 hours ago. Haven't quite made it to Salt Lake City and just had another blowout. So we're trying to make our way, limp our way up here to an exit and change another tire. I've got Mara with me.
Hi guys.
And we're going to get to do another tire change. Let's do it. All right. Well, we got the tire change from the blowout. Now we're going to send Chris ahead in Toby to a tire store in Salt Lake City that closes in 3 hours. We're about 192 miles from Salt Lake City, and pulling these two heavy trailers, there's no way we're going to make it by 6. So Chris is going to do the speed limit-ish. 80 miles per hour is the speed limit in Utah through here. She's going to do the speed limit-ish and get ahead of us, go to the tire store, get them to change the tire, buy a new tire, and then pick up with us somewhere in Salt Lake City on the other side.
We were also watching the weather real close, and we were trying to get ahead of a storm that was coming through Salt Lake.
Well, we had another one go. This time we were close enough to a store, so we didn't have to do this one ourselves or on the side of the road.
Chris was still ahead of us, getting our first blown out replaced in Salt Lake City, which meant we had to buy one here, which meant we had to pay a little bit more than the one in Salt Lake, but we had to keep rolling.
Well, we were trying to beat the storm out of Salt Lake, and we got up over the pass. It was snowing and slush was collecting, but we got up over the pass before they closed it.
Balmy 47 degrees here in somewhere Wyoming.
You did a good job catching back up.
Took a while.
Took a while.
Yeah, but snow was kind of crazy.
I know.
It's a little after 10, and I don't know, we haven't really had any dinner yet. We gotta see if we can get some real food here. We might stop for the night. We might keep going. I don't know yet. We'll decide in a little bit.
Hey, I'm leaving. I'm going back to Utah where I was on the beach and it was nice and not freaking 42 degrees. I'm going inside. I need this because this is so mean right here. voice in your head that tells you not to give your opinion. I never listen to that voice. In fact, I tell it to shut up.
All right.
I have been eating since 11 a.m. Oh, I had some potato chips.
I have not eaten anything since last night.
Dad has like
It's a vegetable beef.
of potato chips next to the rest. Dad didn't notice for like 20 minutes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I could tell at dinner everyone was tired, so we decided to stay there for the night. After sleeping for the night, we got up early in the morning and hit the road again, only to find that the first wave of the storm had passed us during the night. Yes, that snow you see on the side of the road. And the further we went east into Wyoming, the worse it got.
Wow. It is 23 degrees. We are 50 miles into our day. It is 9:05 and we've seen 3 wrecks already. And we've got more flashing lights up here. I hope everybody's okay.
Yeah, I think they're letting us right back on again. I think it's blocking the overpass.
Yeah, that overpass must be ice.
And Amazon delivery won't be on time.
Well, let's hope the driver's okay and they can get him straightened out and on his way. They've got it on the wrecker already. Wow, that's really into the cab.
Stop on the side ahead of us. Left to right.
Looks like the right lane.
And roll it down, roll it down.
Hey, we got this car coming up on the inside of us. It's backing off now.
Coming to the hole, coming to the hole.
Oh, the truck behind you sliding, Blake. That red truck.
I see it. Just had one go off. We just had one go off. Right behind us. He's in the ditch. Never seen one go in that slow motion, just right into the ditch.
I thought that big green one was going. He was coming in awfully hot.
I think he's the one that tells the right when to go in the ditch. I know everybody wants to get home, but if there's an exit to get off. Right lane seems to be a bit of something there to give us some traction. What do you think of the roads, Eric?
Well, they've improved a little bit from what we just came through. What we came through was glare ice. And in fact, we had a semi-jackknife right behind us. There were several other ones on the side of the road and in the ditch and tow trucks. And
Yeah, they sure parked funny, that's for sure.
yeah, but we made it through. The roads are a little bit better here. But we're still only doing about 30 miles an hour. And hopefully about 35 miles from here is Rawlings. And hopefully they improve on the other side of Rawlings. I don't know. But we'll stop in Rawlings, get something to eat, because we haven't even had breakfast yet. Well, we made it to Sinclair, Wyoming. Roads were really icy, and it's extremely windy out here. We're not making very good time. I don't know when we're going to get home. It's they're talking high winds in Nebraska, and they got the roads closed. So I don't know. We'll just have to keep plugging away.
And a couple personal vehicle accidents, and it was bad.
Well, I'm glad you guys are here.
We made it. I know I had a little bit of trouble keeping it out of the median, slowing down and stopping when all that traffic checked out.
When I checked up, that green truck was too close to behind me, and he swerved lanes, causing the white truck, who was also too close, to slam on. And he, as soon as he turned to do it, he completely fishtailed, and then all that weight of that trailer just kept pushing him, and he went right into the ditch. We literally drifted it, and I lifted, saw the dry, caught traction, straightened it out, but we almost hit that white trailer. No joke.
Yeah,
that first one.
I saw you.
We just got a message from Jamie Gifford Wetzel. She said, drive safe. We had a blast hanging with you guys this last week.
It was awesome hanging with them.
It was very awesome hanging with
What do you
her.
have on, Mara?
I have Matt's off-road recovery because it is super warm and it is super cold outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we got up this morning, it was 30, and by the time we got to the top of that pass, it was 25, and it had stopped from being rain and drizzle to sleet, snow, ice.
Ice-covered roads. We had to exit on one exit off and bypass one overpass because the overpass was completely blocked with a couple of semis.
Amazon Prime could be one of them.
Yeah.
And a yellow one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That-
we passed a lot of Amazon Prime.
And they were coming across my navigation screen we were in blizzard conditions.
Yeah.
High winds, blowing snow, low visibility.
Yeah.
Like you said, though, it wasn't horrible visibility, but the winds, and then when you would hit one, you really hit it.
Even me in my little truck. That was certainly a nail biter.
There were a couple of those hills, though, climbing it that, like you see in that show Highway Through Hell, right? Doesn't matter how slow or careful you're going, you get to a grade with that, there's just no traction.
Well,
You're done.
That's why that one semi was pulled over. He was cocked a little bit, and you could see where his tires. He completely lost traction.
Yep.
And couldn't make it up the hill.
Yeah.
So we went 100 miles in 2.5 hours, 2 hours and 35 minutes.
That's actually not horrible
It's
time.
not.
That's 50 miles an hour compared to, I mean, we were doing 10, 15 for a long time. So how far do we still have to get to Lincoln? Because it was 10 hours to Lincoln, and with our stops, I knew it was going to be a 12, 13 hour day. We still got to try to get to Lincoln if they don't have that one section of 80 closed.
Things can change.
Yeah.
Both ways, open up or be worse. And we're right in between two storms. There's one
ahead of us.
one in north coming down this way,
Yep.
and one behind us, and we're catching them.
She said, what, an inch to 2 every hour?
Yeah, 1 inch to 2 every hour starting this evening through Nebraska.
Rain.
But
No.
snow.
Snow.
This side of Nebraska, though, this side. Oh, Gene, you talked us down this morning saying, oh, it's going to be fine. Oh, it looks wide open. I checked the Weather Channel. The Weather Channel lied to you, dude. And that's why I was wondering, there were no plow trucks, there were no sand trucks. It must have caught them off guard. We passed that one, but nothing
We passed that one coming
I
up,
understand
and
the
then
other
there were-
direction, but not for us.
Right, yeah,
It must
They
have
were
caught them
behind
by,
us.
right, it must have caught them by surprise.
Back on the road now. The snow and ice has turned to rain. Now some really thick fog.
See that truck coming now, he doesn't have his headlights on.
Finally out of what seems like to be the worst of the weather. We came through some really, really thick fog there. Speed limit, the variable speed limit signs, flashing signs were all the way down to 45 miles an hour. We are so far behind schedule. I don't know if we're going to have to drive all night or what, but
I don't know, but Blake's got a tumbleweed coming at him.
Back on the road again, but the rain's picked up.
So we were trying to do a Facebook Live video and giveaway, only to all of a sudden we're behind you. Only to drive into what turned out to be a torrential downpour and now hail storm. So we thought we would start filming the hailstorm. Since why not hail? We run into everything else.
hailstorm, buddy.
So as if we haven't had enough insane weather on this trip, now the temperature gets up to 47 and we are in a hailstorm. Well, that was scary.
Yeah, that was super scary.
So after our last fuel stop, we ended up driving and making it to Nebraska and drove through a thunderstorm that turned into an actual tornado. I know some of you may have seen our attempt at doing a Facebook live stream. That didn't go so well. Ended up in the thunderstorm, then a hailstorm, and then after the hailstorm, a true honest-to-goodness tornado where we had to beat feet down a exit ramp into a little bit of a gully. But we could tell it was a tornado because the winds had changed from blowing out of the north to blowing out of the south. And then as soon as that happened, all of our devices started going off telling us that we were in a tornado warning. So yeah, we've experienced every kind of weather we can get from Utah to here.
Time to stop driving. Getting tired. I think we'll spend the night here.
Well, it's Wednesday morning, about 6 a.m. The storms that we tried to outrun yesterday seem to have caught us this morning. So we're trying to rally the troops. Still got about a 12-hour drive to get home. So want to get up and get going early this morning so that we can get home at a somewhat decent time and not be getting home at midnight. All of us have to go back to work on Thursday. But we stopped at this pretty cool travel center, so we're going to take a look around. I need a kickstart.
We're back on the road again. How does that go? Eastbound and down?
All right, well, we got up early this morning and we're just outside Omaha. Hopefully we make it home tonight. Fuel stop and we're gonna get back on the road. Well, this is our last fuel stop before we get home. We decided to stop here at the Skull Tavern in Albert Lee, Minnesota, and get some dinner before we get home. What you got over there?
I have rib tips, brisket, and mashed potatoes.
Oh, okay.
What do you have?
Well, I have ribs, brisket, cornbread, and cheesy hash browns. Abby's waiting for a
Bacon burger.
bacon burger, and we're just gonna.
Gene had
What's
waffles.
Gene got? Waffles?
Waffles, scrambled eggs, and bacon.
Chrissy got poutine.
Poutine.
Anyway, it's been a very adventurous trip. The trip back was long, to say the least, and scary at a few points. But we made it back, and we'll have to do some more adventures like this again. Thanks for watching BSF Recovery Team. Keep wheeling. Be safe out there. Maybe we'll see you. Well, you never know.